Good girl. Okay, so this is going to be a video about Maple walking. I have not had a ton of planting come up, but I'm doing what I usually do with dogs who are known to plant, which is to reward them for being in motion. And it's been really successful. So we've been out here about 15-20 minutes. Definitely intend to keep walking for a while. I am letting her sniff pretty much anything that she feels like sniffing. I'm not sure if that's sometimes why she wants to stop, but who knows? Sometimes dogs just do it as like a operant behavior, meaning it's just like a habit that was built and reinforced once or twice or something, and now they just do it. So anyway, not sure why she does it, but so here we go. I'm going to reward her for moving right now because she's been moving really beautifully. I've been trying to pick moments like, yay, toss, good girl, moments that she looks at me. And I have taught the word that I just said, so it's spelled T-O-S-S. I taught her that word means that I'm about to chuck a treat in front of me. And the reason I want to do it like that is because, good girl, hi, good job, good girl, toss. You want this one? You earned it. Okay, well, whatever. So anyway, I taught her that that word means that I'm about to chuck a treat in front of me. And part of the reason I want to do it like that instead of feeding to her mouth is because feeding to her mouth would mean that she is stationary while she's being rewarded. And instead I want her to be in motion. Icky. Yeah, that person didn't pick up their dog's poop. Good girl. Das. And so it's just like that. I want it to look like she's in motion when I say the word, the cue, and then she's also in motion when she's going to get the reward. So the whole entire thing should be reinforcing being in motion. And that was how I started out our walk. I started out with just reinforcing lots of movement, and it felt really successful. So then I just stopped reinforcing much of that and just decided to let her tell me where she wanted to go. She's been super sniffy, and walking around looking really confident and happy. She has a much more confident and enthusiastic, hi, good girl, a much more confident and enthusiastic like default walk than Moose does. It's really cute. She's a very curious girl. And yeah, I think she's pretty fabulous. So I'm gonna keep on walking, and maybe if I get some planting, I'll film that too. Good girl. Good job. Toss. Atta girl. Good girl. Okay, so I'm at the park with Maple. Hi, girlfriend. Oh, thank you for those kisses. And I wanted to show you how I go about teaching a nose target touch cue from the very beginning. I'm not sure if she already knows this, although she does look like she just went to sniff my hand right when I said that. But the idea, the goal behavior is that you can hold out your hand and ask the dog to touch, and then the dog touches their nose to your palm. So I'm just going to show you how I would teach that from the get-go. I find this really useful behavior to have with planting dogs who plant on walks, because if I want to get them going when they are planted, it would be really counterproductive to take out treats during that time, because that would basically reward the behavior I don't want. Instead, what I'd like to do is ask them to keep on moving by doing something else, so like asking them to touch. So yes, good girl. So she already knows the cue. Y-E-S means she just got a treat.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And she also learned that the word toss means that she's about to get a treat thrown. So we'll do a few of those. Toss. Good girl. You wanna do another one? You want to? Yes. Good girl, Maple. Toss. Okay, sorry, I moved to the other side of the park because we were in somebody's way. So anyway, just trying to make sure we are out of the way. So anyway, I'm kind of starting out with my hand real close to her head, and I like to start out with the dog in a down or a sit. What I want it to look like is that the dog just has to turn their head to touch my hand. Yes, good girl. And again, the word YES means I'm just going to hand you a treat. The word TOSS means I'm going to throw it. I want to figure out kind of which one's more motivating for her. Here we go. Yes. Good girl. And then on the next one, I'll do the other marker. Toss. Good job. And then we'll do it again. Yes. And I'm just kind of mixing it up, you know, which way I'm rewarding her. Toss. She seems to actually really like both, and is pretty engaged with this game, no matter how I reward her, which is really fabulous. She's actually a really fun dog to train with, even though she's not quite as like food obsessed as Moose. She's really happy to train for treats, and it's really sweet. Gonna do another one? Yes, good girl. So I don't want to just like touch her nose with my hand. I'm just kind of putting it lightly there so that she can turn and touch it herself. Toss. And the timing is just like a clicker, so just like a clicker, just like your YES, it's a marker cue, so that means that the dog learns that when that sound was made, that's the instant that they earn that reward. Not like that. Yes. Good girl. Toss. I was a little slow on that timing on that rep. Good girl. Toss. Okay, so now that she's getting pretty good at this, what I want to do is add some distance to it. So can I see if she can do a nose target from this far away? So we're about 4 feet away right now. That's about how far I tossed that. Yes, good girl. Good job. And then I'll do another 0 distance rep. Yes, good girl. One more 0 distance. Toss. That's about 3 feet. Good girl. What do you think? You don't have to lay down. I'm gonna keep moving my target a little bit just so that she has some various opportunities here. Yes, good girl. Good job. Good job. Do another 0. Yes, good. So I'm kind of alternating how much distance I'm doing. Right, remember eventually I want to be able to use this skill when she's planted on a walk, so that means we need about whatever distance your leash is. So I'm using kind of a longish leash because it's the one that was in front of me when I walked out the door. So it's about 9 feet, so that's kind of a lot of distance. I don't need that much, but you want to get to at least like kind of 4 feet. Touch. Toss. I didn't really mean, I just added a verbal cue to that. I probably shouldn't have. Yes, good girl. Toss. So I only want to add a verbal cue when I feel really solid that she's going to do the behavior. She came back without fully chewing that last time. It's possible too that some of this looks like her hand signal for down, if she has one. I don't know. This is the second time now that she's offered me that when I've given her a target to touch, but toss. Good girl. Toss. Good job. I'm gonna do another one. Good girl. It's about 10 feet. Toss. Good. Threw a little bit farther than I expected. Toss. Okay, this is looking really good. So this is looking a bit more predictable. I think I can name it at this point. Good girl. Touch. Toss. Good job. Touch. Toss. So what it might look like when you're on a walk. Touch. Toss. that she's back there and she's planted and you want to get her moving. So I might say, Maple, touch. Yes, and then move with that. I'm going to do that a few more times. So basically you're practicing a drill for when you really need it. Maple, touch. Good girl, dust. There you go, good girl. I hope that makes sense. I find this a really valuable skill. All done, you did great. You did great. I find this to be a really valuable skill for dogs that plant a lot on walks because, again, you never want to take treats out while they're planted. That would be counterproductive and might just kind of be reinforcing the wrong thing that you didn't mean to reinforce. Right, girlfriend? All right, let's turn the camera off together. Good girl, good girl. Good job. Can you get up? Do you want to try, Maple? Do you want to try? All right, atta girl. Good job. Check you out. Check you out. Nice, Moose. Good job, buddy. Good job.